What's going on, everybody? Brandon Schaefer here. So, real interesting topic today. Let's talk about how to begin drawing, how to start drawing or creating any kind of art, whether you're painting, drawing, whatever. Doesn't matter. So, I had a recent comment on one of my videos saying, I would really love to create something, really enjoy what you're doing, really like your videos. I would love to create something myself. Where do I start? And I think that's one of the problems, even just the question itself. I think we as artists sometimes, or as people, as human beings, we overthink things. We overthink it, rather than just doing it. How simple is it to start creating art? It's so simple, and we turn it into something that's mysterious, or, there's so many different materials, there's so many different kinds of tools to use, and things to draw and different kinds of paper and blah blah blah, and when really it's like pick up a pencil, get a sheet of paper, and start creating. That's as simple as it gets. But I'll go a little bit more in depth about that here, because this is only my second or third ink drawing, I believe, that I'm doing, pen and ink. I haven't really used a lot of pen and ink throughout my art journey, whatever you want to call it. And so how did I do this? Well, I got the materials. I said, okay, I have some pens. I want to try these out. I don't know if they're good, but I'm going to try them out. Got some paper and found a subject that I wanted to draw. And I just started doing it. And I'm learning as I'm going. I don't know what kind of marks that I like to make. I don't know how I like to shade things, or, do I like cross-hatching? Do I just fill it all in? This is stuff I'm just playing around with. This drawing itself is a learning experience. I haven't found how I like to draw with pen and ink. I haven't found the marks that I like to make that make it look cool to me. So when I'm drawing these things and shading and doing different lines and different directions, I'm figuring it out. There's some parts where I go, okay, I didn't really like how I drew that, so I'll be sure not to do that again. Or, okay, this part I really liked shading it the way I shaded that, so that's cool. And I think that's really the best way to go about it, is to start doing it. We overthink things, that's for sure. So if you're wondering how to begin drawing, how to start drawing or painting or whatever it is that you want to do, get inspired. My last drawing video last week was about having some inspiration, and not worrying too much about if you're emulating that inspiration that you have. Maybe your drawings are looking just like their drawings. It's kind of like creating music. Sometimes if you're really inspired by a certain artist, your music that you create will sound like their music, because that's who is kind of your role model or your inspiration, whatever you want to call it. But after a while, if you keep creating music and you keep learning, you'll develop your own sound. It just happens naturally over time. Same thing with drawing, same thing with painting. These marks that I'm making, I'm going to develop my own way of making marks. And the only way for me to figure that out is to draw a lot more. And I'm trying to do these kinds of drawings, small little drawings, quick drawings, a few times every week. They take an hour or so. Sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes a little bit quicker. Depends on what I'm drawing or how detailed I want to get. And I'm not too worried about it. So definitely the process for learning anything like this, so learning art, it's going to take time. I think that's another thing that we as humans, especially in today's day and age, we don't have a lot of patience. We want instant gratification now. And if we can't make a cool drawing in 5 minutes, then we suck at drawing and we don't want to do drawing anymore. And that's the problem. This drawing took me probably a little over an hour, I think, maybe a little bit more. I'm not 100% sure, but in that range, it takes time. And I've been drawing since I was a little kid, so I already have kind of drawing down, I had a lot of practice, so I'm able to look at a photo very quickly, and I can roughly sketch it out and get pretty close to what I want. But that doesn't mean that I figured out how I like to use pen and ink. So yeah, I definitely think the process is like gathering the materials, finding what kind of drawings you want to create. Do you want to work on toned paper? Do you want to work on white paper, black paper? Do you want to use white ink like I'm doing here now? Do you want to have that in your drawings? There's so many different ways to use it. So definitely gather some inspiration, see what you like yourself, and just start doing it. You're going to make mistakes, but that's how you learn, and that's how you get better, and that's how you grow. And that's really the way to go about it. The way to start is to just do it. Stop thinking so much. Start doing it. That's really the important thing. So anyway, here's the finished drawing, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it was helpful for you. So just pick up the pen and the pencil, paper, get to it. Peace.